On the Frank of Aussie, the whole Aussie show of the little ring. These two men were part of the super heavyweight tournament. $1,000 first prize. Also in that tournament was Dino Longo, who's here tonight. Stan the man remembers it well, the big heavyweight, super heavyweight series of the little ring in Fitzroy this year. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout sponsored by one of the great corporate sponsors of Ultimate Kickboxing, One World Communications, and GE Real Estate. Great supporters of Paul and Collie, John Sheeter. Our judges are Mark Curry, Bruce Means, and Norman Luke. Ladies and gentlemen, stepping up the super heavyweight division, dominated by men such as Evander Real Deal, Holyfield, Mike Tyson, Michael Mora, Tom Bolter. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome over 5 rounds of boxing, occupied the blue corner, with his brother Jason in the corner. The winner of the super heavyweight series is the Little Ring, now based in Wagga, New South Wales. He brings in the ring a record of 5 bouts, 4 wins, scaling tonight 96 kilograms. Mixing Academia with Kickboxing, wearing black trunks with purple. Would you welcome Damien Hawker? Across the ring, part of the champion Chrisopoulides, mixing promotion and management and tutelage. Would you welcome a man, I doubt, Mr. Charisma, wearing total black trunks. He is Australian champion with a record of 6 bouts, 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. He weighed in tonight 115 kilograms. Would you welcome Chrisopoulides? Your man is shivering the rock, Big Pistol.
You can feel the tension in the air here. You can cut the atmosphere with a knife here at the St. Albans Indoor Sports Complex. Our heavyweight, super heavyweight contest. And Chrisopoulides at 115 kilo, Damien Hawker at 96 kilo. There's more beef than a cattle ranch in here, folks.
And certainly Michael Damien Hawker looking in good condition. In comparison, Chrisopoulides.
Well, we last saw Hawker take the crown on the 4-man super heavyweight eliminator, promoted by classy Frank de Blasi at the Bull Ring. Chrisopoulides coming off a first-round knockout of his South Australian opponent only recently to capture the Australian title. Hawker coming over the top with some left-right, left hands to the jaw of Chrisopoulides. The show pony, the show boat, the show barge, Chrisopoulides.
Good-natured young man is Chrisopoulides. Likes to put on a show for the crowd. 115 kilo.
Oh, he's staying there for a huge right hand, Damien Hawker. Chrisopoulides has been wobbled in the first round.
But, with his opponent tonight, Damien Hawker, will certainly have his work cut out for him. Young in superb condition is Damien Hawker here tonight.
Hawker is looking right on his game. Chrisopoulides going downstairs with those big slinging leg kicks. I've got a feeling this one here might not go the distance. Chrisopoulides' face bloodied already in the first round. Hawker just
stalking him. He's actually stalking him around the ring. Took the leg kick and give one of his own back.
Trading leg kicks, trading blows upstairs. Damien Hawker going for the kill early on. It could be an early night. Chrisopoulides connects with a thumping left hand. These two animals, Chrisopoulides gives them a chance to jump up and start screaming again. The end of the first round of action, Mark the Hammer. What a ripper.
What a great round. Damien Hawker just pacing himself, seeing what Chrisopoulides has to offer. Chrisopoulides with that fairly loose stance, he's going to have to tighten it up, keep his guard and his focus spot on this guy, because Damien Hawker will zero in on him like a torpedo if he doesn't.
We're about to rock and roll in the second round of super heavyweight slug-a-thon action, folks.
Well, Damien Hawker with his brother, a great fighter as well. Jason Hawker in the corner there. You can bet he's well prepared. Very much Thai style fighting from the Bob Jones Corporation. They like their Thai style. Chrisopoulides should take advantage of that and maybe go upstairs and try and work some punches in, because if there's going to be a weak point, that's where it may be.
We are seeing action aplenty. Chrisopoulides went downstairs, hurt his leg performing that kick. Maybe limping a bit, the show barge Chrisopoulides. Darren Hawker just firing out the left hand. Trades a leg kick of his own. Chrisopoulides is injured. He is limping, folks. Hawker's picked up on the weak leg. Chrisopoulides trying to take his head off with the right hand. Mark the Hammer, you better give me a check at this one here. It's going crackers.
You just calm yourself down, Michael, because if one of these guys falls over the ropes on top of you, it will certainly be good night Irene for you, my friend.
Chrisopoulides going headhunting again. There he is with a big right hand. Hawker's head rocking back, but he doesn't look fazed by it. Chrisopoulides letting him fly again. He's trying to suck in some air, Chrisopoulides.
Hawker doesn't want to stand there trading blows with Chrisopoulides, because one of those will take his head off. He'd be better off working the legs, pacing himself a little rather than going headhunting for the knockout.
He planted him like a tree. Damien Hawker just stalking Chrisopoulides. Chrisopoulides trying to line up that devastating right hand. The chance of Hawker up. The St. Albans Indoor Sports Centre has gone absolutely bananas. Has Chrisopoulides got the pepper to keep it going?
He's got to keep his hands up. He's got his head too wide open.
The end of the second round of action. Mark the Hammer Castanini, what a crackerjack fight.
Well, certainly Damien Hawker is really looking for that knockout via the head punch. I think he'd be better advised to work the legs and maybe create the opportunity for that combination upstairs rather than just going blatantly for the big right hand. Chrisopoulides in a spot of bother at the moment, but still all it's going to take, 115 kilo, one of those big right hands from Chrisopoulides. If that gets Hawker on that on the chin, could be early night. But at this stage, both boys standing there trading blows, a lot of power. It's only going to take one to hit.
The irresistible force meets the immovable object in the third round of action. Our super heavyweight slugfest. A pure power display by both men. Chrisopoulides comes out absolutely smoking. Hawker forced to do some back training at the moment. And the living legend Dave Hedgecock, the third man in centre ring. Chrisopoulides on a demolition mission early. Hawker not fazed by it, slams another leg kick.
That's what Hawker has to do, because he doesn't want to trade blows with this man. Chrisopoulides just got too much strength, too much weight behind his punches.
Chrisopoulides is dropping his guard. He'll have to be careful. Buries into the neutral corner, ties Hawker up. And Dave Hedgecock trying to get in between these two mastodons of the spot. These two titans who have pulled out all the stops so far. Chrisopoulides just pokes him with the left hand. Tries to line up the big right, the left of the head. Hawker, and it's not a bother, and they go to the canvas with a thud.
Certainly not the spot where Hawker wants to be. Is on the ropes with Chrisopoulides leaning on him, because there's a lot of weight, and that's certainly going to retard your movement. He wants to be moving around, working his legs.
Blood flowing from the nose of Chrisopoulides. It's a happening here, folks. Ultimate Promotions have done it again. A super heavyweight showcase. A big rib kick there by Chrisopoulides.
Hawker has to turn it on. He's starting to slow.
Chrisopoulides taking more knocks to the front door. He is limping in the third round of action. Tries to line up the head of Damien Hawker with his right hand. A little bit of WWF over against the ropes. They are pulling out all the stops. It's a happening here in St. Albans. We're getting it on. The end of the third round of action, Mark the Hammer. What a corker.
Certainly Damien Hawker just slowing a little in that round. Chrisopoulides only has to land one of those punches, and Damien Hawker will know he's in trouble, especially if he gets bailed up in the corner and against the ropes. But what a battle indeed. Chrisopoulides certainly coming back. This guy's got a lot of heart.
The crowd here at the St Albans Indoor Complex have gone absolutely crackers. These two super heavyweights, they are letting it all fly. Holy mackerel, what a contest we have. Chrisopoulides, the left hand, gives me the chance to take my voice beyond the threshold of pain. Damien Hawker fires back with the left round kick. Chrisopoulides going head hunting. And they spill through the ropes again. My word. One too many of those blows to the face will make you wish you were someplace else. This one has turned into an absolute war. Chrisopoulides fires out the left hand. Hawker damaging that lead leg. Chrisopoulides is an injured man at the moment. That left leg is busted up, folks. And doesn't Damien Hawker know it? But can he survive the bombarding fists of the monolith Chrisopoulides? Chrisopoulides sucking in air, and plenty of it. Leave some for us, Chris. He goes swinging again, over in the red corner.
Hawker keeps getting sucked into trading blows with Chrisopoulides. That's not what he wants to be doing. He's got a weakness there in the lead leg of Chrisopoulides. He should be working it instead of trying to stand there and trade punches. Getting